Can we one-shot every single bloon that comes out? And I think that there actually might be a way for us to do that. So what I mean by that is, and let me just place this dog monkey first, let me show you guys. These bloons are going to come out, they're just red bloons. So you need 1 damage to pop them. But what happens when these guys become stronger? So for example, when blue bloons are coming out, if you do 1 damage to them, they're going to turn into red bloons and then they're going to pop. And that's exactly the thing that we're trying to avoid. And I actually think that it is very much possible to do. So let me just start off by buying Ben. I'm just gonna have Ben over here, and then as soon as these blue bloons start coming out, this dark monkey is not gonna be that much useful. But you know what, we can actually buy a tower that does 2 layers of damage, which is, oh, actually maybe I should have kept the double. Let me actually just buy the sniper, because the sniper does 2 layers of damage. So now he's one-shotting these blue bloons, and you guys get the point. When we get the MOABs, when we get to the ZOMGs, the whatever it is, we can one-shot all of these bloons. And then when we get to round 100, then you know what's going to be happening. It's going to have to be the Buccaneer Paragon. So that's why I brought Ben. We kind of need to farm a little bit. I don't think there are any green bloons around 5, so I think that maybe we can get away with the even faster farming now, right? Actually, don't want to risk this thing. I think I'm just gonna go for the full metal jacket. I don't want to risk it. Okay, so it's round 10, and on the next round we're gonna have a bunch of yellow bloons appear, so we have to go for this thing. But at the same time, I really don't want to be buying it, but we have to do it, guys. So let's do it like this. But now this is gonna keep us, I think this is gonna keep one-shotting things at least until like the mid-20s or something. When do we get, so it one-shot zebras, and then what's after the zebras, I guess, are rainbows, but the rainbows are in the 30s. And round 15 we should be able to one-shot every single one of these guys. So yeah, the pinks got taken care of, then the yellows, and these guys. Yeah, that's perfect. We didn't lose that many lives, man. This thing is actually kind of working. Am I jinxing it? I don't want to jinx it. We're gonna have a huge wave of greens now, and we need the semi-all as soon as possible. But we also need to get the farming going. So that's a lot of leaks. Oh my god, I'm really looking just to get the semi-all as soon as possible. I know that I'm a little bit behind on farming, but we have to do it like this. So let's get the semi-auto now, and this should give us a little bit of a breathing room until at least a few more rounds. Okay, so the semi-auto is actually struggling on this one because it's doing enough damage, but it's a lot of bloons and it just doesn't deal with AoE. So maybe, oh my god, switch it to first. That's a lot of bloons. Okay, so let's have the village like this, and then get the discount going. It's round 33. We need to start thinking about these camo bloons. And how do we... I think we just have to give him camo detection, right? I mean, there's no other way around it. We can reveal them, but then again, maybe the reveal tower is going to do some damage. So, yeah, I think this is the best way. We're going to have the money, though. That's my question. Wait a minute. How many lives is this? I really hope we can leak all of these guys. It's going to be close. 24, 20. Yeah, we got it. It's... Well, we got down to 12 lives, but it's 17 now, but we have to give this guy a bit. Basically, have to give him a village before round 36. Oh, it's the next one. Oh my god, wait a minute. Okay, so it's the next round, which is going to have these rainbows. So I think what I have to do is I have to use Ben's ability so that this thing gets +1 damage and we one-shot them. Okay, that's going to be delicate. So let's keep this thing on first, and then the rainbows are going to... Yeah, there we go. So here come the rainbows. Okay, so when that thing happens, I have to use Ben's ability. Okay, so let's restart this one. Okay, so I know exactly what we're supposed to do. When this guy stops attacking, that is when we use Ben's ability now, and then I use the ability. It's gonna one-shot these rainbows that are coming out. Hopefully all of them. Yes, I think I got all of them. Yes, that's very good, very good, very good. Okay, so we got rid of the rainbows. That's nice, but this guy still needs a little bit more attack speed, and we still need to get the farming going. So how is everything looking? So this thing is sinks wool. That's good to know. So let's collect. Let me do this. I'm gonna sell. I think we're making money, right? We're netting money. Oh my god, I need to give this camo. Is the full auto gonna survive this? Oh my god, that was ridiculously close. That was ridiculously close, but we still got it. Okay, very good, very good. So let's get the monkey town. Let's sell this thing. Oh my god, I don't even know what's happening. 4,000. Oh my god, that's like... I'm at like $500 away from the monkey opal. So we're gonna give this thing on this round. So that's very good. And then we need to give the sniper +1 damage for round 39, because that one's gonna have... We can do that through an alchemist. So let me get the Monkeypolis now, finally. Okay, so round 38 has ceramics at the end, and we need to take note of when this guy stops attacking for a second. It's gonna be at like 9,000 something pops. Let me just watch the numbers so that we can time this thing. We need to sell it before the ceramics come out, so it's 9.2, 924, 925, and okay, so 925 is about the time which the ceramics come out. So when we hit that amount of pops, we have to sell the sniper and then buy a top at one, basically, which is gonna one-shot the ceramics coming out. Wow, that's... Oh my god, we haven't even started this thing. 2.25, something like that. Yeah, like now, just to be safe, and then do a deadly precision, which is gonna one-shot them, right? I mean, I think I kind of saw a little bit of damage happening. I think it's because it got a shot off with a large caliber and then it one-shot it, but you know what, I'm gonna take it because we did the thing that we were supposed to do. How are we getting some farming going though? We're gonna have a MOAB on the next round, and oh, actually, you know what? I was gonna buy a monkey pirates, but we don't have to do that because Ben is gonna release the Trojan. And then yeah, and then the Trojan is gonna make the MOAB basically not spawn anything. So that's very good. So look at that thing. Yes, there we go. That's a one-shot as well. Okay, very good. The idea is that I buy a bunch of deadly precisions, which are basically able to one-shot every Bloon except MOAB. So I think that if we get enough of these guys, then we're gonna be fine. But we also need to think about farming. So I'm just gonna keep buying 032 marketplaces. So we actually have to start thinking about the ways to one-shot them all. Well, the ways to one-shot MOABs are kind of known. It's just, you can do it through, I was thinking of doing it just through Buccaneers and stuff, but I do need to have these Buccaneers like far away if I'm having them like this. So maybe I'm gonna save these spots for like the favorite traits and stuff like that. So maybe I just want to have them like this. Honestly, just the monkey prize goes like this. Is that it? Like what's happening? Are these guys gonna be able to pop these guys? Actually, that's a lot of green blues that I see. Oh my god, that's a lot of green blues. These guys are not gonna be able to deal with the greens, aren't they? No. Okay, so they're not dealing with the green blues, so let's get back out actually. Okay, so here's what I want to do with this one. This one has a bunch of green balloons, and so the way to pop a green balloon is just by doing this, just getting a full metal jacket. So I really hope the green, yeah, okay, so that's fine. So basically I'm just looking for a little bit of extra damage versus these green balloons, and then I think I'm just gonna have these snipers on strong so they focus down the ceramics, and then these guys take care of the green balloons, so that should be fine, I think. And then when we're done, I'm just gonna sell these small ones because they're just gonna do more harm, I think. Sell all of these guys. And now we're gonna have a MOAB up here in a second, but I do want to hook it because it's one shot. And let's watch. And I'm just spamming the button honestly because these guys do so much damage that they might just instantly pop a MOAB and we just are not gonna see it. And so here's what we can do. We can just get like a plutonium reactor here to get these guys' cooldowns a little bit lower. And then let me buy one more over here, and then the most important thing is just going to get it's just getting the Energizer sub, right? So after we get the Energizer sub, these cooldowns are going to become so short that I think we're just going to be able to spam them off cooldown. But until we get there, oh, and by the way, okay, so thankfully it's only Zebras, and the way that we can deal with Zebras is just by buying like a 203, and that should be more than enough, but we still need to keep using the ability. So I think that it's just like a 203 and a bunch of boats. If we spam the ability, we should be fine. And I'm doing exactly that, so let's spam the ability. And okay, so huge waves incoming on round 63 of ceramic balloons, and here's how I want to do it. The dinosaur should be able to one-shot these guys, so I'm just gonna chill for a second, and I'm gonna let it like I'm gonna sell this guy actually. And let's see if just a 16 out of 64 T-Rex is going to be able to one-shot these guys. And if he is, then yeah, he is. That's fine. That's amazing. So, yep, it's absolutely clapping them. And you know what? We might even keep this guy, right? Do we keep it or do we sell it? I think we sell it, actually. I think we're doing fine. There's going to be one more round of these guys, and then we're going to sell it so that we invest the money. Yeah, there we go. That's how you one-shot these guys. We have 10 abilities, by the way. Let's boom, 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 and that's the last of them. So I hope that everything comes off cooldown. I really need to keep some money going into these farms, honestly. There we go. Look at this thing. We're one-shotting everything. Now, I did think about how we're going to one-shot. Oh, look at this thing, by the way. There we go. Everything is gone in a second. I love that. So one of them gets Trojan. That's very good because it still doesn't release anything. That one's Trojan, so I'm going to hook this one. And then that one's Trojan, so let it pop and then hook these guys, and then hopefully no more come out. Hopefully. Okay, that one's, oh my god, I hooked the Trojan one. I shouldn't have done that. So that one got Trojan. This one I can hook, this one, and this one I can hook, so that's very good. One of them is gonna get Trojan, so let's not hook that one. Let's let it pop. And then that one's gonna get Trojan again. Okay, so that's very good. Maybe this one's gonna get Trojan as well. Okay, let's not risk it. Let me just hook it. Let's not risk it. Okay, so round 70 has my arch nemesis, which are rainbow balloons. So let me upgrade this one to emergency, and let me just start buying up these 302 snipers. Okay, so the problem with them is just the fact that it's just way too many of them, right? It's not that we're not popping them, it just these guys attack way too slow and they just get overwhelmed. I might need to restart this one depending on when they stop coming out. Again, the damage is not a problem, it's how fast the damage is getting out. And I think, no, we're starting to attack, so we're gonna need more actually. Okay, so I got 5, and 5 should be a little bit better than last time, I hope. I mean, it's not just rainbows, but it's beneath them we have camo regrow white balloons. and it's just a mess for these guys. I know, it must be hard one-shot, having to deal with balloons like this. Let me just hook these guys up and that's fine. I don't know how this didn't occur to me earlier, but we can use Ben's siphon ability to reduce MOABs into ceramics, and that meant that we could have saved a lot of these hooks early on. So I'm gonna do that right now. So this one is gonna get Trojaned, and then look at that, those guys got turned into ceramics, and that's exactly fine because we have no problem with that. We're still one-shotting them technically. Let's see if the dinosaur is still gonna be enough again for round 76. I'm gonna try and move it like this. So let's see. Let's move it up. Oh my god, yes, very good, Okay, so we're still in it, guys, still in it. 9 buffs. Let's get one more. This is gonna be the 10th. This is gonna be the last one, and then it's just gonna be hooking up these balloons. We got the energizer. What am I missing? I wanted to get the BMA, but the problem with the BMA is that it's not exactly there, right? I mean, it does a lot and it one-shots, but it doesn't exactly one-shot. It leaves them to red balloons. That's not what we're looking for. We're just looking for a straight-up insta-kill. But do you know what's an insta-kill? This thing, the NG trap. So I'm kind of thinking, if I give it the range, is this gonna reach... Is it gonna reach the track? Yes, it does. Okay, so that's very important. So then I kind of didn't want the... Oh my god, that's so cool, actually. So you don't want this tower to attack because the tower itself can do damage, so we don't want that, but you also want to have the trap on the track, and this is so perfect actually. It's barely there. That's very good. You know what, as we're entering these rounds, I think that we need to actually get rid of these guys because they no longer one-shot ceramics, I don't think, because these are ramped up ceramics. Round 83 has a bunch of ceramics, a bunch of small balloons, and if this trap doesn't hold, then you know what, I think we're gonna have some small traps throughout this. I guess I should probably just do this, right? Because there's no other way to one-shot these ceramics if there's a little bit of downtime on the balloon trap. I mean, we can kind of be diligent with it, and we can kind of think about, you know, just resetting the trap. Oh, let's just, by the way, do this. Yes, exactly. Look at this thing. Let's just keep hooking these MOABs, by the way. And then I'm going to use the ability, and that's it. That's exactly it. So we're going to need a bunch of balloon traps laid out like this so that we can catch these ceramics. And I'm not exactly worried about these ceramics popping because these NGs are super weak. So they're not going to do exactly that much damage to them. Oh my god, this is way too many of these guys. I mean, thankfully we don't have damage there, so I'm not concerned about popping them exactly, but come on, dude. Yes, we hooked everything. Yes, this is very good. We still have the hooks incoming, so let's do it like that, and we're gonna need some more hooks. This is just way too many small balloons incoming, guys. Way too many of them. I should also probably start thinking about slowing or stunning them, honestly. Yes, look at this trap go. So I think that we should help out the trap, actually. I think that I should probably be doing something like this, like the MOAB glue. The relentless is not gonna work because nothing is popping. So just have the MOAB glue like this, and then what else stuns or slows but doesn't do damage? I mean, it's probably gonna be like this thing over at the Sabo, but we're not buying the other Sabo, we're buying the small Sabo, just the small one. And then maybe the super glue does a little bit of damage. So yeah, but this is the round that I was concerned about. This is exactly the round why I bought all these NGs, this and 95, because until this trap gets redeployed, yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of these ceramics just enter here, and they're not gonna get popped by all attacks because they just have way too much HP. And let me look at those hooks go. Oh my god. And that should be fine. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I mean, there's gonna be one more round with a bunch of small balloons, and that's gonna be around 95. And after that, we can just get rid of all of these hedges at the top. We're gonna get a lot of cash back for them as well. And I think I should be using the Sabo. Let me buy one more so we can have 100% uptime on the Sabos. And I just keep hooking all of these guys. Oh my god, what a run this has turned into. That's very fun, actually. One of the most fun things that I've done in a while in BT6. I just slow these guys down. It's a bunch of ZOMGs. So I can hook one of them, and there we go. So we're going to have DDTs on this next one, but we can hook all of them. Unless they bump into the trap. So let's do it like this, and bang, that's the entire round, I think. So let's slow them down with the Sabo. Let me use the, let me just start hooking out these ZOMGs slowly. And then just use these small abilities, and there we go. That's just so cool. That's just so funny. This is just so funny, guys. Come on. And then, oh, no, we're actually popping them. Nope. Okay, so we do have a little bit of a problem with the purples on 95 because they do get decamoed by this sub, and then the trap is not deployed. So that means that they're going to get auto-attacked by these guys. So the way that we're going to deal with the purples, if it's only purples, I mean, this should be able to deal with everything, right? A 205, and then we're relying on this guy's camo. I think that should be fine. Yeah, there we go, exactly like that. And then they get decamoed. Some of them walk into the trap, some of them get the one shot by the sniper. And then when the DDTs, and when basically all of these guys stop coming out, then it's just gonna be DDTs. So let me use the sabo actually, because we do have one ready. And I'm ready with the hooks, 26 hooks. I mean, let's just get it going. As soon as these ddts start coming out, let's just go. Let's do one more sabo because the other one expired. Let me just keep using these hooks, and then, oh my god, I used everything and the round is not even over. Let me sell this thing actually because it does a lot of damage. And are we fine? I mean, I'm gonna need some hooks. These guys are not taking damage, right? Let me hook these guys. I need 2 more hooks. Oh my god, please 2 more hooks. Please, 1, 2. Yes, there we go. We pulled them, and then 1, 2, 3. How many MOABs are in there? There we go. There we go. Wow, that was like a million Bloons just hanging around. Oh my god, let's just keep hooking these guys. Use the sabo so we get some time back. And then using the sabo plus this trap is very important, it seems like, because it buys a lot of time for the trap to get renewed. But nothing is doing damage, right? We're just one-shotting everything, just to be clear, right? A couple of MOABs started to escape, so that's kind of the problem with these guys, is that if you have a hook ready, the hook is going to target the strongest Bloons. So these guys at the top, I should probably be selling these NGs because they do a little bit of damage and they're kind of annoying, but we no longer need them actually because there are no more small Bloons. So I should probably sell all of them. And then, am I keeping everything else? I think we should get rid of the farms, honestly, because we no longer need them. I kept the trade empire for some reason. Okay, here we go, round 98. That's about it, guys. That's about it. So let me use the sabo. Let me just start clicking these abilities as soon as these guys are coming out. We're gonna have a bunch of ZOMGs, and the hope is for these ZOMGs to just get eaten up by either the Pirate Lord or the trap. So everything else, every small Bloon needs to get going basically, and I'm gonna sell these guys because they're starting to do some damage. Let me get the sabo going. I'm gonna sell this one as well just to be safe. But I think that we hooked at least one Bloon with them, right? I hope we did. But this is going to be the last one. And that's round 98. That was super simple as that. So one more sabo because there's no sabo going. And as soon as these DDTs start coming out, and then I am going to turn all the start off because we need to buy a Buccaneer Paragon for the next one for round 100. So let me keep using these abilities. Oh my god, it's like a million BFBs, a million MOABs and DDTs incoming. And now I remember why I had the Trade Empire, because of the Buccaneer Paragon. But I do want to get a small degree of the Buccaneer Paragon actually. So do these pops count? Like if I sell these guys, are their pops still gonna count towards the Paragon? Because I'm afraid that I'm a little bit afraid that before the ability cooldown gets up, that I'm actually going to pop it by just by the auto attacks and with the planes. So let's hope that that doesn't happen. I'm not gonna put any money into this thing. And yeah, they don't count. So it was degree 1, and the cooldown it's kind of a fast cooldown. So let me just spam it, and there we go. That's the bat, and that is it. That is the entirety of BTE6, of 100 rounds of BTE6 of Bloon just getting one shot. That's something I've never done before, and it's a little bit insane when you think about it, to just not let any Bloons spawn anything, but it is possible, and we did it, and that was a really fun video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one.